Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs Newcastle match reaction, coming live from Clayton's toilet in Cape Town. Yes, let's not ask questions, but boy, the performance today was a shite as a shite as your shite in the bathroom, to be fair. That's what it was like. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna paper over the cracks. That was fucking awful. I stand by it. We are the luckiest team in the world. The individual brilliance saves us. It saves us completely. Again. I'm annoyed. But before we get into it, subscribe if you're new, smash a like and all the good things. Let's keep it rolling, boys. Let's get your initial thoughts after that game. Obviously, Short Tire got a cheeky debut there, so that's one big positive, so yeah, I'll start off with that. But yeah, Mulot, what is your thoughts?
I wouldn't say it was shite. I think you exaggerating the matter. I don't think it was great. But I don't think it was. I don't think it was great, but I don't think it was horrible at the same time. I think it was somewhere in between. But I think first half more so. I don't think we were good. I think it was. I think the best word to use were flat. We were very flat. Midfield, it was too side to side, as it
Oh,
has been a
yeah.
problem for the last
We
few.
expected that with this
And
pivot, to be fair.
yeah, and we were lacking creativity. Creativity wasn't there, the pace wasn't there, and the lack of cohesion in the front three also didn't help. So, in terms of moving forward in the first half, it just didn't look to be there really, and we were even losing the midfield battle to Newcastle, to be honest. So, I think the first half was pretty bad, but luckily, as you say, I think our two wingers, I'm not going to say just Marcus Rashford, our two wingers played really well today. And yeah, they got us out of jail. But once again, why do you buy these players? Why are they there? And I think it was a really, really good goal for Marcus Rashford. Second half, slightly better. I don't think we created more, but I think our midfield being a little bit more robust helped us win the midfield battle. And I don't think Newcastle were as prolific on their counters in the second half. And overall, I'm just happy we won, to be honest. It's not a performance where you can say we're gonna build something, we saw the identity, we saw the future. It's not that. It's a performance that was saying, yeah, there's a lot of work to do. And yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. But overall, I think it was it's work in progress. And it's late in the season. And because of that, I'm not gonna worry too much about it. I'm just happy that we got the W and we secured second place for another week, to be honest.
Clear?
Um, I think I will start with the debut just because it was one of the freshest things that happened in the game. And yeah, he was just really nervous, really stiff. He didn't look like he showed anything really, and I looked very worried because
Oh,
when somebody hypes them like that,
Mm.
I do feel like you need to be able to see it on their debut, whether it be 2 minutes, whether it be 20, whether it be an hour. I feel like you need to show some qualities of what you possess, but he showed nothing. So I'm
Yeah,
very
it's
worried.
just a touch on Short Tire.
Level yet.
I'm actually not
Wait.
worried. Usually I would be worried. The only thing I'm going to say to defend Short Tire is that obviously he's 2 years younger than Diallo and Greenwood.
Yeah.
And we mustn't forget, Ahmad has played freaking men's football, first team football. He's played in the
Exactly.
Champions League. So you're not going to see like that confidence Diallo has or Greenwood has, because Greenwood is also a different generational talent. But yeah, Short Tire, I won't be so worried. What I do like about the Short Tire thing is that I'm hoping that, clearly Oli, by bringing on Short Tire and bringing on Diallo, well, clearly shows that he is planning on using them at some point. Who knows when that point is, but at some point. So, I wouldn't read too much into it. I think we will see better. And listen, he's 17 years old. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Freaking, man, 17, born in
Yeah,
2004. He's freaking young.
Yeah.
I looked very nervous. Like I've never seen a player that nervous. But
Yeah.
no, I guess his age and he's there for a reason. He must be talented. So maybe a
Yeah.
few more appearances and he'll get better.
Yeah.
But I think those players were more on the bench today because of our injuries, to be
Yeah,
honest. I
I don't
think
think Short
injuries are
Tire will
starting to
get
hit
there,
us.
yeah.
Injuries are starting to hit
I'm
us.
not gonna lie, considering our injuries right now are literally in the midfield, I would have preferred to see literally any other midfielder that isn't on loan right now being promoted versus our wingers, even though we have plenty full of them, you know.
Mm.
So as much as I do agree with that he's on the bench because he does have talent and everything, I just don't see his talent in the Premier League right now, and I definitely see the long term of him. I definitely see that he has immense potential, that everybody is going to be looking towards him somewhat in the future. I doubt he was going to be one of the greatest talents because the greatest talents make their debut, make a mark, and off that debut alone, I think he's going to need quite a few loan spells. I think he's going to need quite a few years of experience before he reaches his potential right now. So right now, I don't understand why he is coming on the bench because that could be a spot used for anybody else that could be a lot more comfortable playing at this level to make the difference in a game where we're losing. Because right now he's taking up a bench spot. That is a bit unnecessary. I do like promoting youth. I'm a big advocate for it. I want you to understand. I'm a big advocate to promoting youth, giving them game time. But when you don't show anything with that limited game time that you get, I very much wonder why he is there over someone else.
Mm.
I feel like it was a bit sympathetic, to be honest, because is it fair that he comes on and Ahmad doesn't? I mean, Ahmad's ready, you know. Why is
I
this
fully
guy taking
expected
up game
Ahmad to
time
come up, yeah.
when
Yeah.
a player who's ready is on the bench and you want to see what he's got?
Exactly,
You
and
know?
someone who can make an impact. I'd rather have them ready before just experimenting with a bit of youth that is stiff as all hell and could barely run today. I I don't like that at all from Ollie because you can definitely tell when a youth's nervous before he comes on. Like you're a manager, you're supposed to be able to read your players' body language to get a better understanding of them. And right then, I just feel like that was a waste of a sub when Diallo is right there with someone who's proven to be at this level, can show out a game. I get that we weren't trading right now, but in a trading moment, I do not want Shortide to be the guy that we have
I
to
don't think
depend
he'd
on.
do that. To be honest, I don't
Yeah,
think he'd do that. I
He'd
think he
never
did
do
it
that.
really because we were winning 3
yeah.
1, and you know.
But
And
again,
on top of that, I think Ahmad should have come on earlier. Maybe in his
yeah,
mind, he's like, what is it left? Like 5 minutes. He was like, it's 5 minutes left, you know. Let me just give the kid. He's traveled. Okay, he didn't travel well, Old Trafford, but like he's been training with us. He's here. So it was very sympathetic, but
yeah.
I get your point as well.
It was a very sympathetic sub, definitely. And I am being a bit harsh, I know that, but again, he is taking up a sub slot of someone else right now, and I think there are more useful sub slots that we could be using because he travelled to Sofia as well. It's not like this is his first game he's travelled with the squad. He was there in Europe, in Italy. He was on the squad list. This is clearly something Ollie wants, and right now, I hope it's just a debut jitters, and next game
I
on he
think it
actually
was.
showed.
I think it was
I
David
really
Jettis.
hope so. Because with him taking up that spot is going to be very bothersome in the future if that is the case.
Mm.
But moving on
He's a
just to the
tiny
game
guy.
football. Yeah. Sorry,
Like
Shreed?
body wise, he looks very small. And I feel like
Oh yeah,
that was a bit of a
he's
problem with
tiny.
Gomez as well. I don't know
Yeah.
if it'll be a problem for him.
Yeah, he felt very physically disadvantaged in this game. He felt completely out of his depth. He felt like he wasn't even fast, which is something I thought he would
I
be.
also
Because
seen
sure,
that, yeah.
like
With the
I saw
press.
him got
But I don't
outmatched
know. Let's
everyone.
not overanalyze him. You know, I just wanted to touch
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it because it's a debut. Fuck,
It
we had
is
a
a bit
game.
much.
Yeah, that's a
These
good
freaking
thing.
players on the bench. Fuck these guys
Exactly.
because they were awful.
Exactly. So we can have the talking points about the youth.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, no.
overall, I agree more with Shoni. I think it was more of a shit show that we got away with in the end. And again, luck was very, very much on our side for this game. Rashford with a magnificent piece of skill, not something we should rely on to break down low blocks. Because again, once Rashford attempted that 3 more times throughout the game, and Kraft had him
It's his
leg
favorite
like
type
a
of skill.
book.
It's his favorite
It
type of
is.
skill.
And if he gets it once every few games, we're going to praise him for it. It's great. But we also have to look at just why could we not get a goal before that? Why could we not actually break down a defense? And it's very frustrating right now
Yeah.
because we should be beating a team like Newcastle when they are this bad. We should not go 1-1 into the half going, oh shit, this is actually going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
It's
If
really
Steve Bruce had our squad, he beats Ollie today. Easily. Easily. Because Ollie got out tactic today. Out tactic today.
Very ironic because I've heard Steve Bruce Steve Bruce doesn't believe in tactics. That's what I've heard. So there's a tad bit of irony to it.
It's true. Man played the diamond today as well. You know, freaking destroyed us first half of the diamond.
past the managerial comparisons, I do think that Newcastle played very well in the first half. I thought they looked very dangerous. I was very scared on most of the attacks.
The
Almiron was giving us a lot of problems. St. Maximin was giving us a lot of problems. Joelinton was looking very creative. I think we got a very lucky break that he was injured very early on, because it could have been a lot more devastating if he was fully fit for this game.
no
But
Callum
Newcastle were
Wilson as well.
Yeah.
I don't completely agree. Eh?
Obviously,
think
I knew this was gonna happen.
I think very is a strong word. I think they had moments, but I wouldn't say they were very
They
good
had more
because
attempts than us in the first half. They had double our attempts in the
Yeah,
first
double
half.
yeah,
our
that's we were
attempts.
crap in the first half. I'm not
Did
denying
we
that.
make them look
And
like
we
prime
were,
Barcelona?
I'm saying, I
Just
did say first half.
we were
I have to
we were
say
crap
that.
in the first half,
Yeah.
and we were okay in the second half. We weren't horrible, but we were okay.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were great either. I feel like they were feeding on scraps. I don't think they were that prolific, to be honest.
Well, I think stats speak for themselves here and how prolific they could be. De Gea made magnificent saves today and kept us in the game. I do not think Newcastle was shit by any means.
I
They
also
are a
don't
shit
think so.
team, coached by a manager. They should not be putting up that much of a fight against us. And pacey, skillful players are literally the death of our defenders 9 out of 10 times. And so many times, St. Maximum had Fred on toast, Dan James on toast, Wan-Bissaka on toast. Even Almiron had Maguire and Lindelof at moments. It was very, very scary watching them going forward, creating that much space, getting into the box, creating chances, getting shots off. It says a lot about our frailties in defence, because just they exploited us in the counter. It was as simple as that. We held the ball, and then they just broke us down, and they're very unlucky to only get one goal, and we were very lucky to get 3 out of this game. Because again, Rashford, amazing skill, a soft as all hell pen that didn't go to VAR for some reason, and 3, Dan James, just poor defending from Newcastle.
No,
which
the
is
touch from
one
Bruno
less
is
goals.
so shithousery. So
It was
how
rubbish.
Bruno slid and then it hit him and then it goes, I have no idea. Ollie needs to play the lot.
Bruno,
Ollie must play the lot. You'd win it. I'm telling you. Ollie would win the lot.
Yeah. In no way am I saying we're great. We weren't. And our problems, they were very clear. Defensively, as you say, midfield to side. And I just feel like, yeah, we did enough. And to be honest, it might not be the right mindset. But at this point of the season, I just want us to get the points, get over the line, get second place, maybe get a trophy, and move on to fixing our problems, hopefully fixing our problems next season. So that's why I'm at really. But with Newcastle, to be honest, and I could be wrong, I just felt like they had a couple of chances from range, but nothing that was clear cut in my opinion.
Yeah, but neither do we.
Yeah.
I'm not denying that.
I know, I'm just saying it goes both ways here. As much as we're supposed to be dominating them, we're supposed to be creating clear-cut chances here, and Newcastle had just as many attempts by the full-time whistle, even though they completely died in the second half. It's very scary to think Manchester United in second place were struggling against relegation candidate now, Fulham. I mean, not Fulham.
That was second place versus
Newcastle, first Fulham,
17th.
okay.
17, 18.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
something like that.
It's not good enough.
They-
I mean,
they-
obviously 3-1, the scoreline, that's what I'm saying. It's going to paper over the cracks. Obviously, on paper, the scoreline 3-1, it's like, well, what are you guys complaining about? But it's the same thing. I call it Classic United now because it is the same thing. It's a win where I'm like, yeah, I'm happy we just got the 3 points. I couldn't care less about how we did it. But it's like, long term, the bigger picture wise, I'm like,
The issues are still
it's
there.
another game where I'm like, we won, but yeah, I can't put my hand on the heart and say we fully deserve to win that game today. I can't, I won't.
No, I can't disagree with that.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
disagree with that.
So that's the only thing I'm disappointed about, really. So it's standard United things at this point, you know. The only real positive things that I liked today were, well, Marcus Rashford, I'll get to him. Short tires debut, which I like, even though he was nervous or whatever. I still like that to see that. And yeah, Bruno is Bruno. So anyways, we'll just have to, let's get into the player rating. Let's get into the player ratings, you know, because we all talk more about the game in general when we get to the player rating, starting with David De Gea. We all had our say about David De Gea versus Dino in the recent weeks. I still stand by it. I would have played Dino. I would probably stick with Dino going forward today. But am I mad that De Gea gets picked? Not a chance. Am I mad that if De Gea was only our goalkeeper and Dino had to leave? I'm still not mad, you know. David De Gea, he does what David De Gea does today. World class saves, you know, saving us a lot. I can't fault David De Gea really today. If people were blaming him for that goal, you guys taking the piss for blaming him for that goal. I have one guy to blame for that goal, and I'll get to. Oh, I'll get to. But David De Gea, I thought he was great, and you know what? I don't know. I don't know if I should. I don't know if this could be. If I'm gonna be underhyping him or I'm gonna be spot on. I'm gonna be one of those. I'm either gonna underhype him or I'm gonna be spot on. So I'm just gonna give him a 6. Because I think he was great, but I still wouldn't give him a 7. You know.
Yeah, as I said, second half I didn't think he had much to do, but first half I think it was 2 saves, and I think they were pretty good
Yeah, there were
saves.
4 saves at the end of the half, I think it was.
Yeah.
Really good.
Some of them were standard issue De Gea saves, but you know because he makes
Yeah,
it look like
It's a save,
Superman, yeah.
That's his, and that's never really been the problem. So other areas that needs to improve. But for that, I think, as you guys say, it was a threat. There could have been goals, so I think it deserves a 7.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat about that. I do think he kept us in this game, and I honestly think if we kept the clean sheet, he would be man of the match candidate right now. Because I do think he had an overall good performance, and there's not much you can do against that. Quite we screwed him, and yeah, left him with just open goals to aim at. So I'm going to 7 as well.
Yeah, I think I would definitely give him a 7 if he kept a clean sheet. Because in my head, if you imagine he saved that goal, you know, then it's like, oh wow, you know, definitely 7. Yeah, definitely 7. You know, but for me, like I said, you know, if you can't really keep a clean sheet, for you fall down with the team. 7 like Luke Shaw. Did I think Luke Shaw was bad today? No. Because well, that to be fair to Luke Shaw, also the standards are ridiculous with Luke Shaw. I think he was given PT man of the match today. You know, I don't know about that, but I'm gonna give Luke Shaw a standard 6, and he is my left back. I love this guy to the end of the world. You know, I have full faith in him. Yeah, but yeah, standard Luke Shaw performance defensively, didn't do anything wrong. Going forward today, I was a bit disappointed, but yeah, didn't really put a foot wrong today, Luke Shaw. So just 6 for his high standards.
Yeah, no, even Jim Beglan was quite impressed with Luke Shaw today. So yeah, but I think it was a good performance. Defensively, I think it was spot on. As you say, offensively, it could have been more evolved a bit more. But yeah, I don't think it was a massive drop in standards, and I'm gonna give him a 6.5.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I just Luke Shaw's performance going forward has just much evolved. He's gone a lot better at getting to the box, getting to those positions. The link up between him and Rashi is improving daily. It was a really, really good ball from Rashi to him. You love to see the chemistry built between the two of them even more. So yeah, I definitely think that there's a slightly above average Luke Shaw performance because again, he is setting very high standards. So I'm going to go to 6.5.
6.5, 2 6.5s from Luke Shaw and a 6. Yeah, I love Luke Shaw. You know, it is what it is. I can let him off, you know, for today. I mean, he still did his job. Freaking 6. Imagine we were being mad at the 6. It just says everything about Luke Shaw recently, you know. Luke Shaw, I don't think he has put a performance lower than 6, to be honest, lately. So, and if he has, it's probably the rest of the team letting him down. So, it is what it is.
And Jim Beglan again was saying that player of the season is probably between him and Bruno.
Yeah,
from Man
definitely.
United.
I don't disagree.
Bruno's just miles ahead.
Yeah, that's what the commentator said. It's unfortunate that, you know, Bruno is Bruno because, yeah, hey, sorry, sure. It's just at the end of the day, when you got 50 plus goals and assists to your name, it's over. It's over for you, you know. It is what it is. But I'll tell you what, boys. You know why we score so much goals? Because we have to. Because if we didn't, we get relegated. That's why we have to score so many goals. Because of these idiots. These two.
Did we score that many goals?
Yeah, we score that many goals. We score the most goals in the league. We have the most goals scored in the league, so you know, we score a lot of goals.
Yeah, but I think, I think like there's a few games where we were mad, and there's some games where we could have scored more within that game with the position we had. So I feel like it doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah, we could score more, which just.
I feel like it does overall. Not gonna lie. I think that very much sums up United.
The thing is, look,
defensively we're terrible. I think
the thing is,
great.
We scored 9 against Southampton. We scored 6 against Leeds, and I think there's some 4s here and there. But there's some games where the thing is, you will concede 1 or 2, but then if you can make it a habit of scoring 3 in a game, you'll be fine. Which is what the Liverpools of the past have done. The Man City.
Well, I can't even lie to you. I've seen this team score 3 goals, and we still choke it.
Yep.
I feel like if we're more prolific, I think the bigger problem is defense. But I feel like we can be more prolific going up
No,
front,
yeah,
going
we can.
going forward, and that will help us. That will help our
If we
defense.
had to become more prolific going forward, I'd actually be scared for the rest of the world because yeah, everyone come outside. Fucking hell, I don't know how many more goals we need to score in our
I mean,
life.
just look. Yeah,
Today we were awful. I'm telling you, we were awful today. We still somehow scored 3 goals. We still somehow scored 3 goals. You know, so
I get you guys, but what I'm trying to say is there's some games where we'll have we'll concede early on, and then we have so much of the ball, and we can take the game away from the opposition, and we don't, and it costs us in the end.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I think we can work
Yeah,
on it.
but until these fuckheads
Yeah.
at the back fix up, I'm not complaining about going forward. I don't
Actually,
give a
no. I think the better example is the other way around. We have like freaking 80% of the ball, then we concede one goal in the 88th minute, and like now we lose, it's 1-1 or we lose 1-0. When you had freaking 80% of the ball and you could have scored more goals. So that annoys me a lot.
yeah. But those games, I always we bubble wrap our centre backs, and then Bruno is left to be alone, and Rashford's having his period. So you know, it is what it is.
We've got to consider the good old saying: just attack wins you games. And
Defense wins you leagues.
titles.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
Mhm.
and we've seen it. This season is the perfect, it's the perfect narrative about that quote from Sir Alex Ferguson. Our attack has won us games after games after games this season, but our defense is going to be the exact reason why we don't win the league this season.
Yeah.
You know, that is the
Like,
whole reason.
look at Man City right now.
Exactly.
Yes,
Look,
it's
City
really-
aren't even they have smacked a few teams, but don't get me wrong, but they don't go every week in week out smacking teams. Nope. 1-0, they move on with
They
life.
don't need to.
Exactly.
They
don't
I
need
think
to.
if we do a City, I think what helps City is they hold the ball a lot, and we can get better at that because we do it.
We're
Mourinho
holding the
does.
ball a lot recently.
I think we are getting better at it. I have
don't
noticed
think
that
we're
actually.
better at it. I think we're just getting more ball.
The way
the
the way I'm doing it is that I will not give people the benefit about us speaking
I
about
don't know.
this
I think
because the bigger problem we just all we're doing now is taking off steam about these idiots. These idiots and I will not fault our attack. I will not criticize them to the extent that when they don't deserve to be criticized. These guys at the back. Oh my god. And I'm gonna start with Maguire because I'm not gonna have this conversation. Fucking awful. You, my boy. Oh my days. Oh my days. You think I don't know who you think you are carrying the ball out the back. You shit at it. That if Sergio Ramos and Van Dijk had the amount of opportunities to score a goal from a corner or a cross that you have, they would be top goal scorer in the world. That header straight to Saint Maximin. Oh my god. That decision making is just awful. And I don't think it's just you. And I don't think it's I'm gonna say it's this partnership, but it's always one of the two, or sometimes even both. It's always this partnership is not good. It's not good. I don't rate these idiots. Even though Lindelof, I don't think Lindelof had a bad game today. But Maguire, before I'm gonna move on with life, I don't like speaking about you guys. You give me heart attacks. You disappoint the whole team. You let this team down. You are the big reasons why, we can't go on to bigger things in life. So yeah, first 4.
And I do think this guy should score more. I agree on that front. I think for the amount of opportunities he gets and for the reputation he kind of built at Leicester at England from time to time, he should be scoring more. But overall, to be honest, I don't think he was that horrible defensively. I thought him and Lindelof marshaled Newcastle decently, to be honest. But that one clearance, which is something he's usually good at, but that was atrocious. Right to the feet of St. Maximin, and you can see it from it. So based on that, he gets a 5 from me.
Yeah. It's just, we all know this defense has a mistake in it. Everything.
Every year.
We've been saying this. Just been
Set
preaching
piece
it for a
again.
while.
Set piece again.
Yeah. Again, immediately after that, every time I saw Maguire at the ball, they just immediately booted out. He knew how badly he messed up. He knew exactly what he did. And just, it was terrible. As much as that was a very difficult finish for St. Maximin, he was gifted. It was a complete
Gift in the box. Unmarked. Gifted in the box.
Exactly.
Whose fault was it? Who was supposed to mark him?
To be honest, I think it's poor from the 3 players. I don't think it's Luke Shaw because it's on the right hand side of our box. So it's obviously these 3. Maguire for heading it towards him, and where was Victor? Probably marking fresh air. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka, where is he also? Who knows? Probably holding Victor's hand, marking fresh air. And it's also our coaching. It's also our coaching.
It's 100% the coaching, guys. Because we're not man marking.
We're not man marking. We're marking fresh air. Maguire was
I
marking
don't
Butcher at that
remember.
point.
I don't remember the image properly, but if I remember correctly, it seemed like most of the players were marking someone. And I don't want to blame him because he's a striker, but the spare man was Martial, and I feel like we need to learn to close down faster because I feel like it's punished us a couple of times.
Especially on set pieces, definitely.
Yeah.
We're very poor at it, extremely poor at it. We
Nothing
said
new. Nothing new.
this earlier this season again. I hate it. I hate that it's the same issues consistently. Because this was a poor clearance this time, and it cost us a goal.
And you know what the thing
Cost
is?
us a clean
You know
sheet.
the thing is,
That's
I
relegation.
saw Maguire a lot today, but I even feel bad for Maguire for that one. I mean, that one there is just like, it just sums up the shittery over for the season. Since you've been playing for United, you and Lindelof, that sums it up. That incident sums up everything. It just sums up everything. You know, it's just everything building up. It's not that slow incident today might not be as bad as I make it sound, but the build up over the months and months of me saying the same shit after game week after game week after 9 weeks in a row conceding from corners, set piece. I've had enough. I'm sick of these guys. They
I
can all
swear.
get lost.
If someone came on the show now and had no idea what was going on in the league, they would think we're eighth or something. I swear.
Yeah, definitely. But again, it's just a costly mistake, and for that alone, it deserves the fall.
Hey, Maguire. I'm sick of that. I just won one. No, I mean I get weeks where I don't have to say anything about Maguire. But goodness, this guy and his partner in crime. However, let's talk about his partner in crime because I actually thought he was pretty good today. I can't lie. I did think Lindelof was pretty good today. I thought positioning, it was actually spot on for once. For a long time, I haven't been able to say that Victor has, he knows he's got a lack of pace, but he always positions himself well to deal with it. Today, I actually thought he did do it. That I thought his passing was tidy today. I thought there wasn't really any ridiculous decisions. I do think saying about going back to that goal against St. Maximum not getting pressed by either Lindelof or Aaron Bissaka. I think it's a lot to do with coaching as well. But then again, when Ollie also says he doesn't understand why people are not winning the second ball, and sometimes you wonder, it's like, what the hell then? If you are telling them win the second ball, you are showing them this week in, week out, and they're still not doing it, then, it's not really your fault, but it's also your fault because Bailly is also there, so it's like, it's everyone's fault. It's just everyone's fault. Luckily...
Well, you're not dropping it now.
Exactly.
That's the one thing as well. If you're not doing it in training, if you're not doing it on the pitch, what you learned in training, I do
Yeah,
think
you
that's
get dropped.
droppable.
You get dropped. If I teach you something as a manager, and I've been telling you for this long, even if I was as patient as Ollie is, I'd have enough. I'd have enough.
Yeah.
And I'll tell them. I'll be straight up. I'll go to Maguire and Lindelof, and I'll be like, listen, this team is so good. You fuckheads have cost us the league. I know we didn't probably aim for the league, but if you guys could shape up, we could have had a chance to win the league. It is what it is. But I'm actually not going to be too harsh with Victor, but I am going to give him a 5 still. I am going to give him a 5. It just from these three players should have dealt with that goal, and I'm pissed about it. Luckily, it didn't cost us the game, but it could have. It really could have cost us the game today. So.
Like, I don't want to stress about these two anymore because I feel like Ole plays them because he doesn't trust the other two injury-wise. And I feel like that's why he puts so much trust in these two because Maguire's played every minute of this game. How is this guy still fit? Of the season, I mean. So it's freaking insane. So I think Ole likes that. And right now, I just hope, I pray that Ed Woodward will at least buy us a centre back in the summer. Even if it's one
Edward,
sign,
I'll
let
do
it be
your
a centre
job
back.
easily. There's a centre back for free that's coming up, as long as he doesn't sign a contract. His name is Sergio Ramos. He's probably the best centre back this world has ever seen. Please get him. He's free. Don't even have to spend anything. Just give him a salary, big salary. You guys love doing that. And please, I beg, Sergio Ramos, thank you. That's it. But yeah, I'm going to USA.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Victor was decent today.
I feel bad for giving him a 5, but it is what it is.
No, it's never anything extravagant to like buy you or something. But when he plays well, as you say, he's very tidy with his passing, positional sense. He's always in the right areas. So I think it was one of those games, and I'm gonna give him a 6.
I'm not mad at the 6.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Victor today at all, but again, I'm
You go down with the
still
ship. That's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where my mindset is. So I'm just agreeing with the 5. I didn't see anything really wrong with his performance overall, but again, there's things that you can do better. Even if you're like, going for the second ball, you should always press for the second ball. The loose balls where you score the most goals from corners and set pieces. It's that second ball if it's still in the box. It's the most dangerous ball, and nobody's clearing it out. And somebody has to take a bit of blame, and I think that goes to majority of the defensive unit, sadly.
This going down with the ship thing, does it only apply for defenders?
When you're marking fresh air and just looking at a ball pass you by, a little bit. So I think a slight downgrade's somewhat justified.
Let's just say we drew 1-1 today. I would have blamed also the midfield to attack as well, though. I'd have been like, you know what, guys, I know we conceded a goal. I know how shit the centre backs are, but we should be scoring more than one goal against bloody Newcastle, okay? Please, guys, please, don't give me heart attacks. Just go put 3 past them. And we did. Fair play. You guys did. I still question on how we did it. But, we got 3 points. I don't really care. I'll sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow. I'm like, fuck it. It is what it is. I got 3 points. We move on to the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What if Bruno had a madness, sort of scored a screamer, but it was only still 1-1? Would he go down with the ship, or would he still get an 8?
No, I'd give Bruno 8. Because he's done so much for the team. And I love Bruno. And I mean, you will. Football has favoritism in it as well. Ollie has favoritism in his own freaking team. Manager of Manchester United has favoritism, So, Bruno, he is the reason. Well, one of the 90% of the reason where we are today. It's Bruno Fernandes. So, yeah, Bruno.
I hear you.
Maguire is also 90% of the reason why we're not where we want to be as well. These idiots also a bit part of the reason where we're not, winning a league, challenging. Well, I can't say Champions League, but big part of things like that. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'm just keep it short and sweet. Not his best game going forward, non-existent. Defensively, he actually got put on toast by St. Maximum, which is not something like him. However, Daniel James, he was doing the defensive duties of a right winger for like about 10 minutes, and then I don't know what happened, because he was on the complete other wing and then playing false 9. And then I don't know where he went after that. He just ghosted. And I just seen everyone double team Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So I was like, okay, it is what it is. The goal thing, I still think him or Lindelof should have, pressed to close down the shot from St. Maximum after Maguire's bad clearance. So I'm not going to neglect him for that. I'm just going to give him a 5. Same as Victor.
Yeah, it's tough. I want to rewatch that goal again. As I said, it looked like the only person was marking someone was Martial. Maybe I could be wrong, but it did look like that. But yeah, no, I don't even remember what he did to that Aaron Wan-Bissaka. So I'll agree with your 5. I don't think he had a great game.
Yeah, I noticed that as well today because in fantasy I'm an Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and so I'm constantly watching him. I am constantly watching this man's positioning, and he barely pushed forward today. When Ollie, I don't know what it was, but I think Ollie was scared. I honestly do think Ollie was scared. He was telling Aaron to stay back. Because as soon as we got that second goal from Dan James, he was starting to blitz forward again. And we didn't see that for the majority of the game since we were down.
Ollie can't be... Ollie's only stress-free after we put 3 goals in. After we put 3
maybe
goals
he was right
in,
about St. Maximum.
Yeah.
He was very scared of the counter. He did not want Aaron pushing forward at all.
Which I agree with. I agree with that, to be fair. Even if I was manager of Manchester United, I'd be like, Aaron, you know what? Let's go easier on going forward today. Let's take it down. But St. Maximum, I want you to man mark it. Yeah.
He's been so good going forward. He's really good to supplement any right winger in this team. And I just hate seeing him sitting back and not doing anything. He's just holding that line, basically playing in that back three for a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's doing like a back three, yeah.
He's basically back there already. It was a very, very scary thing to do against Newcastle.
I think Ole is that type of manager. He manages this. He manages. Okay, all managers manage based on the situation, but I think Ole does it way more. Let's say a Pep. Pep is like, it's the onus on us to be the bigger team, and we're gonna do our thing, and just because we trust our work.
But again, I think we've got to place a bit of trust in our defence moving forward, because Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw have both been some of the best fullbacks in the league offensively, and now suddenly, because we're a goal down, we are chasing a game. We need a result. We need someone to put a ball in. We need someone to score a goal. You should be looking at your attacking fullbacks, and he didn't. He was too scared of what could happen.
That's true, but then
he played like a small manager, and that's what I hate. I hate that mindset.
That's true, but maybe if Wan-Bissaka had, let's say, Upper Makano in D, maybe he wouldn't mind it so much. But the thing is, he has Matic and Victor Lindelof,
No,
so
yeah. That's what
it's
I'm
a
saying.
bit
I
of a
can't. I
yikes.
can't
But
side
he
with
can
Oli on
change
this
that.
one
I didn't
today.
fix the team sheets.
Oh
Again,
yeah, Ali can fix it.
as
But
Yeah,
much
he
as
does
he
pick the team
can
sheet,
say he doesn't
but
trust it,
who
like we
then?
don't trust it, he
He
must
doesn't really
trust
have
it.
much options. That's the thing. He doesn't.
We could have played Bailly today. I don't necessarily agree with it, but we could have played Bailly today.
Okay, I guess I can accept Baye, but I feel like in general, like Wale doesn't really have much CDM wise. He doesn't have much centre back wise. So at times he kind of has to make do.
Yeah, but again, when you are playing two DMs, that's when you should be pushing up your fullbacks even more. Am I wrong to think us playing a more defensive setup overall should allow us marauding fullback?
it's a good point because
I,
Matic you would expect to do that thing he does. Drop in a centre back.
Exactly.
So
Matic and Fred can both fill in the roles just fine. We
that's
can
true.
play a
That's true.
back
But I
four.
guess his reading of the situation was that I think the attack has enough Newcastle's counter.
Yeah, but we didn't have enough for most
I'm
of
very
it.
worried
That's
Dan
where my
James.
frustrations lie.
Dan James
And to be
Bruno
fair to
Marshall
Ole,
Rashford
we
is
did then
enough.
win. You know, if we didn't win, I'd be a bit more mad about
Yeah,
it. But
I definitely agree. But again, it's the shit show that followed the Bailey scraping a win. That's what I don't like. This is what we were saying before we went on that drought few games ago, where we started losing, drawing, and not getting results of reliance because the luck ran out. And I'm starting again, and I don't want to be in this acceptance phase again. I don't want to just be the result matters more than how shit we were today. I want us to move forward as a club, not as just a result score, for lack of a better term, because that's all we are right now. We're getting 3 points of shit results, and I'm not okay with that as a United fan. I want us to be playing very good football that's showing that we're growing. Because right
I
now we're
get
taking 2 steps forward, 4 steps back at times.
I get you. But all I can just say, I just don't think I've got enough players to do that.
Or he's just not good enough to do that. It can go both ways.
Yeah, I guess there's more than one way to look at it.
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds like we have this conversation
But
every
yeah,
week, to be honest.
yeah, just a little bit, and it's just frustrating because it's going back to this. So yeah, I do think Aaron had a quiet game, but I do think that was largely down to tactics. But again, he goes down with the ship, others he gets 6, so 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, boys. These next two. Yo. These two might as well not even play today. Seriously. Honestly, these two might as well not even play today. I am disgusted by these two. Disgusted. I defend Oli today because he really didn't have a choice today. Today it was this or broke. But my God, they were bad. They were bad. They were bad. Matic did nothing. Fred must have completed one pass out of 100. Yeah, I'm gonna rate them both at the same time because jeez, my life. I'm gonna give Fred a 3. I'm gonna give Matic a 3. Freaking shocking.
I don't agree, eh? I think off the ball, I think they weren't too bad at retaining the ball. I think they did what CDMs do really. It wasn't amazing, but I think they were decent at it. Going forward, yeah, we did lack in the midfield. It was because of them, because I think it was too side to side. And whenever Fred did try a pass, as Jim Beglam put it, it was just erratic. It wasn't up to standard.
I tell you, I really wish I had Fred's confidence in life. I really wish I had it. I need that confidence in my life.
Yeah, he thinks he's Pogba.
Yeah.
One thinks he's Pogba.
When Pogba's here,
Fred thinks he's
Fred is humble.
And this
But
one-
when there's no Pogba and Fred is like, okay, so I need to be the creative guy. I'll coach. He thinks he's Pogba.
At least he tries.
Yeah, no, at
You
least
know,
I
because
can't
that's what
fault
we
Fred.
do.
I can't fault Fred's effort. Like James, I might criticize him, but I can't fault his effort,
Yeah. To be honest, I wouldn't say they were horrible. I thought Matic improved a little bit in the second half.
This
So,
man
I'm
left
gonna-
Bruno for dead. I can't forgive
I'm
him.
gonna give them both 5.5.
Again, when Matic is your most creative midfield player, besides Bruno, obviously, you have issues in your squad. You really do. Like
Injuries.
Yeah, again, we do have injuries, but again, there are other formations. There's a thing called like a 4-4-2. where you can actually play two midfielders and you don't worry about anything.
I hear you, but I just think Ola should just stick to what he finds to be comfortable and
But
just finish the
when you're in
season
an
and
injury
get second
patch, you
place.
have to improve and adapt, you know. And us not having a fit centre besides Fred and Matic against Newcastle is a joke. And we should have just played one of them and just switched formation. Because then we would have a full excuse if we lost this game. We'd have been, okay, we're playing 4-4-2, let's experiment. It's
Four
up to
two
them.
four.
The
We
thing
played a
is,
4-2-4.
I hear what you're
Lost
saying,
with
but how many
smacked.
managers really change from? I mean, even Klopp will stick by his formation with injuries, and Klopp
Not
is the
really.
best manager in the world.
He's changed his formation a few times this season. Not necessarily that drastically, but he's changed it a few times. And again,
I've only
replacing a
seen
midfielder for a more forward lane, even just playing like a Mata in a deeper role today could have worked.
Not
There are
even like you could
improvisations
even
we
make
had,
Bruno
some
play deeper
creativity.
today and play Mata Cam or something. You know, you could have done something.
I won't lie to you, I would have done this. Safer, we got the win.
No, yeah, I also would have done this.
Again,
I don't blame
Newcastle.
Oli for this today. That midfield pivot, they were fucking trash. Don't get me wrong. But then even them, like I'm like, if I was Oli, I'm like, listen, you both are awful today, but it's okay. I didn't have a choice. It is what it is.
I would try to be a bit creative, though. That's the thing right now.
If I wanted to be
If I was
creative,
in
I'd
your
have
shoes-
100% dropped Bruno deep and probably play Mata or something.
And this is safer for the win,
It's,
honestly.
yeah, it definitely was a safer approach today. And again, I dislike that as manager of Manchester United. Is supposed to be chasing titles, is supposed to be chasing just everything in life. And now we're just playing two very deep DMs against Newcastle who are going to sit back, we're going to struggle to break them down. Immediately, that's an issue. It's very cut and dry, and we could see that throughout the game because they performed very below average, and it was just appalling to watch it a lot of times. And again, when Matic has to be your main creator, you're going to struggle in every damn game you play. And I don't think that's fair on the Matic today to be like, you just weren't good enough to be in this team or something like that. Because again, he was forced into this, and again, a little bit of creativity, whether it be formation change, whether it just be any change of personnel, even if it's playing the Mata at a deeper role, even if it's bringing Bruno down a little bit and playing Mata ahead of him, there are options. And I just don't like the default. We have to stick to what we've been playing for the past few months. We have to grind out this result no matter what. I don't like that mentality. We're supposed to be going for the win right now. We're supposed to be going for the jugular. We have the highest goal scorer in the league. I don't like us playing this. And I think that's enough said for me. And it's going to go for 5 for both of them.
I can't lie, I was disgusted by these guys. But I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I don't blame Oli. It's just, yo, stinkers. Stinkers. However, this man, when you have the best player in the world in your team, yeah, you get results like this. The shit house on the assist, I don't know. Don't ask me how. I don't even know. He's inevitable. Bruno is just, that's the perfect word for him. He is inevitable. The penalty, yeah, he doesn't miss penalties, so yeah, he's Bruno. Even though he scored, he got an assist. I did think he was a bit poor today. Do I blame Bruno? No, look at the guys he had behind him. Freaking awful. But I'm gonna give Bruno. I knew there was something big in my room, a freaking big ass mouth. But anyways, I'm gonna give Bruno 7. Yeah, I'm gonna give Bruno 7.
Yeah, and I don't think it was.
Yeah, just give Bruno
I've seen
7 for
worse
an
from him, to
assist
be
and a
honest.
goal.
To be honest, I've seen worse from him because I've seen games where he gets the ball and it's just not tidy at all. It's just sky after sky. And I think today it was more not being helped by the two behind him than him being bad, to be honest. But on top of that, he still got an assist and a goal. And yeah, for me, that's great. So you might think Bruno FC, but I'm going to give him an 8 man of the match.
One thing I have to say right now, Melotto, that you say is that Dan James didn't get this is for the Bruno goal in your head. Bruno did basically nothing to that ball, just as much as Dan James did in the Europa League.
Sorry? Which goal? I'm forgetting.
No, Dan James' goal. Because that's where he got
Okay.
his assist. He barely touched it. Man barely touched the ball. So,
No, Clay's saying
your
it's
logic, you should
it's
not
similar
give
to the one
assist.
Bruno scored when Dan James did the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. You should be lowering your
I'm forgetting the goal. You guys should
The one in Europa
the goal
League.
after the show.
The one in the Premier League. I mean the Europa
Yeah.
League. Where
Yeah.
Dan James's poor first touch, Bruno's like get out of the ball and just curled it in the bottom corner.
Yeah.
And then you said you can't give him an assist for that.
Exactly.
Like I've completely forgotten.
Come on,
I
double
won't hold
standards,
it,
guys. Come on, with
The thing is, I just
Bruno
forgot.
FC has the read.
Maybe if I remembered my standards and one should, you know.
But yeah,
But
Clay.
again, I am Bruno FC. I will
I
do
think,
it
well,
against
who's
him.
not Bruno FC? I mean, like, it's Bruno FC.
I just wanted to prove a point, that's all it was. But yeah, Bruno was good today. I agree with 8.
8. Nah, it's Bruno 887. Nah, that's very good. I bet you see it. Because this is probably the most interesting for me for talking points. Marcus Rashford. You see today how Marcus Rashford plays, but I'm so proud. I'm so proud. He took the dribbles when he had to. He passed when he had to. That one pass to Luke Shaw. You know, I wasn't gonna give him man of the match. I was 100% gonna live up Bruno's ass today. But then just the one through ball to Luke Shaw to create the tap in. It's beautiful. That is Marcus Rashford I want. So for me, man of the match, Marcus Rashford. I'm giving him a 9. Dribbles on point. Goal was fantastic. We won us the penalty. Yeah, my man of the match, Marcus Rashford. Then that's the Rashford I need to see. You see, if I coach Rashford, you'd see even a better Rashford. And that's scary. That's best player in the world then.
Yeah, really, really good goal. Like that's a sign of a really talented player, and I just enjoyed him today. I just think it was one of those games, where he's feeling it, he's taking on everyone, the touch. Yes, there's still a little bit of decision making here. Overall, I think it was a much better game. So I'm gonna give him 7.5.
Yeah. I love Marcus Rashford's performance today. I think it was really good. It definitely showed off the type of player he is, the type of player he can be when he puts his head down a little bit. I love it. I love seeing Rashford in this form. It's fantastic. And he gets an 8 for me.
Man of the match?
No.
Oh, no way. Maybe we should end the show, yeah. Maybe, I don't like what this is going. I don't like
Give
it.
it to Bruno.
And he didn't give it to Bruno. And he didn't give it to Bruno. No, I don't like. We should end it, yeah. We should end it, yeah. Because this is where the show goes down. I don't want to speak about the next part of the show. I don't want to speak about the next parts of the show. I don't want. Because I want to start with Martial and I just want to cry. I'm just gonna go home and I am home. I'm just gonna go to my bed. I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna give him a wine. I'm gonna move on with life. I'm just gonna go cry.
Yeah, no, to be honest, he didn't do much today. I think that's the best way to put it. There was one moment where he came from the right and he did a bit of a dribble and he shot, but like that was it. I don't remember anything else, to be honest. And I think it was a poor game. Yes, as always, wasn't getting much of the ball. That's just the life of Manchester United. But we still can't take away from his performance. So yeah, I have to agree. I'm gonna give him a 3. Just I'm a bit generous.
Yeah, I think Martial, I think he started off strong for me. Like, he took on a really good dribble early on.
His hold up was there. His hold up was
And
there for
then,
the first
like,
few
He
minutes.
just died.
Yeah, and then he
honestly
died.
died.
And then he just freaking died. And I was like,
And then he was like rebirth in like the 50th minute for like one shot. And then he died again. And then like close to the end of the game, one shot. And he died again. He was just non-existent today, largely. And I really don't like that because he is such a good player. And I just want him to be a bit more involved right now because it doesn't look like he's dropping back as much to get the ball as
he doesn't look
used
like he
to.
wants to be it, to be honest. He doesn't.
He doesn't look like Martial. He just doesn't. And today was just a very poor showing, in my opinion. I think he could have done a lot better because he showed glimpses of who he was today. And yeah, a little bit unlucky not to get the goal because it was a really good shot. But he needs to be doing a lot more. He needs to be shooting a lot more. He needs to be getting those positions a lot more. And I just don't think that's acceptable of the player that we knew the levels of last season.
Player of the season.
So I think Martial, yeah, I'm going to agree with the 3. It was very poor. Could have done a lot better.
Now, the worst part about this is because I fucking think the exact same thing for this guy next to him. I fucking thought the exact same thing about this man next to him. The invisible man, I like to call him. But because he scored the fucking goal out of, I don't even know how the ball got to him. And he has been scoring. And the worst thing is this can do us more damage than good in the future. Because all is going to be like, oh, James, you see Daniel, Jamesy, he's in fantastic form. He's scoring goals. Dropped fucking Greenwood. So, this guy, he's doing more damage in this team than good. But he scored a goal. Seriously, I was going to give him a 1. I was going to give him a 1 today. if it wasn't for that goal. So I'm gonna give him a 6. I'm gonna give him a 6. He scored a goal, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. You guys can hype him up all you want. I honestly thought he was poor today. Bar that goal, nothing. No, I don't even know why you play Daniel James against a low block.
Shinny, I don't know what game you're watching. You're watching a different game.
No,
See the
no,
lights.
no, nope,
Dan James
No.
shines upon
Best
us.
game
No.
in a United shirt,
no,
in my opinion.
no, no, no,
Look,
no, no,
He's
no,
had
no,
good
no.
games. I remember games against Man City, but that was mainly on the counter. There was space. Today, I saw a different Dan James. I love
See the
the
no,
work rate.
no, no.
He was
Yes,
he was not as indecisive as always. He'd get the ball, he'd make a decision. Yes, there was a few moments where he was a bit indecisive, but overall, I thought he was much better. And on top of that, a decent finish. And he, as the commentator scored, he usually scores when like there's 5 goals, we're feeling it, and everything's on top. But in this game, it was decisive. So I was really happy with this performance. 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this purely because I am Daniel James FC right now, and I'm just enjoying every.
I know. I mean, I like it also. Like, don't get me wrong. He's stat padding. He is stat padding. He's getting goals. But good. You know what this is like? This is like having a worse Rashford. And I already like how I am with Rashford. So now you're having a worse Rashford. Now he's still he scores a goal now and then. I'm gonna lose my mind.
I
With
don't
these
know.
two as my wingers, I'm gonna lose
It
my
was much
fucking
better
mind.
today.
I'm gonna lose my
It was much
mind if
better.
these two are our wingers, and they're definitely gonna be our wingers going forward now, especially because of that goal.
Because
I'm
the
gonna
thing
lose
is,
my mind, boys.
problem is
Lose
with you
my
that
mind.
it's just pace, and then when it's a low block, he has nothing. Today, I didn't see that. I thought he was passing at the right time. I thought he was
I
cutting
don't
into the
think so.
midfield.
For
at
me,
times.
honestly, boy, I disagree. I didn't see him. I didn't see him the whole game today until the ball fell to him, and I just said, James tapping. I was like, no ways.
Okay, but I have to start off before this by just saying one thing, just so you don't get benched, Johnny. I do not think he should be benching Greenwood. Not in my wildest dreams.
Yeah, you
That's
should
not
have benched Greenwood today.
Good as
I was
Greenwood.
pissed.
In general, I don't think so. But
Graham was
today,
nice.
Daniel James was good. I have to say this. He was really good today, and I do believe he won us the match ultimately. And I think that's the sole reason he's getting my man of the match for today. He won us the game. I just like what he did.
Honestly-
right now, you know?
No, you can go. Sorry, I thought you were done.
I was going to go into it because I was going to fanboy and give a massive rating. So I like Dan James' work rate a lot right now. He's winning us a lot of fouls. I said this against Sociedad as well. I like that a lot. He's actually running at defenders trying to take them on. He's winning us a lot of free kicks. He's booking other opposition players. It's really good. He's on top of his defensive duties. I've seen this man back so many times. He had a fantastic reclaim right outside the box. Just snuck up behind someone like the old ninja he is and just straight up stole the ball. It's fantastic. Love seeing that. I absolutely love that.
I'm dying on the
Can't tell you
inside,
the
guys.
smile on my
I will
face.
I'm dying on the inside.
I won't lie to you guys. I want him to play against Chelsea.
You see, I'd rather
Alright.
die. I'll be honest. I'd rather die.
And
Anyways.
but I want Greenwood through the middle and not Martial. I'm
You
sorry,
know what?
Tony.
That's fair. I can maybe live with it. Emphasis on maybe live with it.
But again, I am enjoying his work rate a lot. I do think.
That's the only thing I can't fault him ever for. I can't fault him for his stat
He
padding,
works
and I
so-
can't fault him for his work rate.
Yeah, the thing is, like, even against Sociedad, this man has like really, really tight angles for his goals, and he always comes with a pretty good finish. Like, I'm very.
You score
surprised by
tap-ins.
his
You swear that you swear I'd give him a 10 because he scored a tap-in, but nah. For me, honestly,
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
He is scoring.
Players
really
can
good
improve.
goals.
And let's just hope there's a sign of him getting better as a player. Technically.
I love it. I love it. It's just because I've been rating this guy this season. Just whenever I've seen him as a sub,
You
I've
have,
seen him
yeah.
being a little bit more improved. And I'm just loving it that he's actually getting on the end of goals, that he is pushing forward like he is, that he is cutting inside when he has to, that he's always crossing like he normally does. I do like that a lot. Again, I don't think he's better than Greenwood. I do think Greenwood should be starting ahead of him. I have to say that again. But Dan James was fantastic tonight. Definitely deserves the man of the match in my opinion. I'm even going to go pushing for him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's better than Greenwood. Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
Just got to make
But
sure it's out of
Based, yeah, based
No,
on
yeah,
this
I'd kick
game-
you off the show. 'Cause
This
honestly,
game.
I would have removed you from my camp. I would have entered the OBS. I was like, nope. I would have left you guys if you said Dan James is better than Green.
based on this game, why I would play him, as much as Green has gotten better in crossing, I still do think he does have a little obsession of trying to score goals and be the striker. And this guy is more of a winger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's.
he's a much more natural winger. It's good
Yeah.
for him. He's definitely doing good, and he's starting to actually look like a great backup. That's what I like to see right now.
Yeah. Listen, Dad James,
Jesus,
you keep
Jesus.
stat padding. I'll give you your shit housing 6 every week. Don't worry. I will. I will give you the shit housing 6. You can have that game every week. I won't complain about it though. I won't complain about it. You get the goal and you coach for the rest of the game. It is what it is. But I'll still be mad. I'll still be mad. Yeah. Damn, James. And, guys, that's our front three quiz. Yeah, now I know I'm gonna have Daniel, James, and Rashford as wingers, and I'm just mentally preparing when they're both having those days. I'm gonna lose my fucking shit because I knew it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. If those two are gonna be our
I'm
wingers,
isolated in the
I'm gonna lose my head. Daniel James won't touch the ball. He do his stupid thing just running into the defender. And Rashford with his poor decision making, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind as those two wingers. I need Sancho and Thiago, you know? Freaking hell. Otherwise my sanity is gonna go out the window. But my sanity goes out the window with those guys, so it's okay. Yeah, this man. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you can't even see that line. Nice.
Wait, Johnny, I just remembered. Did you get Marcus's message?
Here's his message. Marcus sent me a message just before I recorded the match reaction, boys. And he said, I need to give. Well, he said, papering over the Caracas FC. Please give Ollie a -5 for me. And there we go, Marcus. There's your message. And I will go first. It's not often Marcus and I see eye to eye on things. I see eye to eye, boy. I'm with you today. He got out tactic and outclassed by Steve Bruce. I'm sick of this manager making shy teams, and that's what they are. No disrespect to you guys. Shy teams, they look like Barcelona. This should not be happening. We should be winning games easily. I should be sitting here, having a beer or something, saying, we deserve the win, 3-0. It's what we expect. Instead, now I'm here and now we should house this. I must talk about this, I must talk about that. Same old things, the whole season, 2 years later, talking about how we can't defend a set piece, talking about the centre back partnership, talk about this, talk about that. Lucky boy today. He can thank God he's got Rashford and Bruno Fernandes because it's shy without them. I like the short tire debut. I do like that. I will admit to that. That short tire debut saved your ass. That's what it did. It saved your ass today. I might not go with the -5, but I'm definitely gonna give you a 3. Freaking poor today, boy. Poor. Tactically today. You should be walking over this game with ease.
I want to keep it simple. We know what our problems are. Defensive problems. We were side to side in the midfield, so we were a bit flat. So that was poor. Tactically, we could have been better today. But at the end of the day, we won. We move. We're second.
I gave him 3 for 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points. And for me, it's about just getting off the line and going to another season and hopefully moving forward from second place. So I'm not going to dwell too much into it. I think because we won, I'm just going to give him an average performance and say 6.
Yeah, I didn't rate anything from Ollie tonight, in all honesty. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Shoni. As much as we got the result tonight, I don't understand the team selection besides us. I do think better things should have happened. I don't think Dan James should ever be employed against just a back 5, a low block, all of the above. And we keep on doing it, and when it fails really hard. And then we have to look at ourselves and go, fine margins, boys, fine margins. That's that. But today paid off very luckily, I might add. I didn't rate anything I saw today. It wasn't good at team selection all over the place. Yeah, I think I'm just going to give you a 3 because that's what he got us at the end of the day, the 3 points.
Yeah. Now you see this, boys. This is what we like to call a crack in life. You see this? This is what we like to call paper. Ollie's a genius at doing this, boys. See this? It's gone. I didn't even glue it though. So you see, this is Ollie's job today. He did this, I got us 3 points. Then we all happy. We go away, we leave Carrington training ground, we're all smiling. Then Oli walks away, and then that happens. Like, oh shit, let's just forget about that. That was there. No one's seen it. No one's seen nothing. You didn't see anything, boys. We got 3 points. We move on. Pretend like the game never happened. And I'm sick of it because it's been 2 years. 2 years of this. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but then we finished second. What more?
People are gonna say it's the same thing, but like when Mourinho finished second. Yeah, we finished second. What? 200 points behind City.
So this is what's gonna happen. We're either gonna crash this season, and what you're saying is justified, or these unorthodox way of Manchester United will finish second, and then it'll go into next season. We'll either move forward, and we'll move backwards. So for me, the jury is out, and you know my stance. I think he can still build his team, and I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's just what it's all about, opinion. If it was up to me, he's gone tomorrow. Simple as. If it's up to Clayton, maybe not tomorrow.
I could never find manager in second place.
He's gone tomorrow.
I could never find manager.
I could. Is second place a trophy? No. It's not. There's no difference between second and third.
And it's important though. It's still very important to make top 4. It's still very important to make progress.
Emphasis on why it's called top 4. There really is no difference between second and third.
For me, it's a sign of progress.
Especially when you're second, but like 1,000,000 points behind the leaders.
Yeah, we're not Man City. We don't have the squad. We're not even close squad-wise to Man City. We still have to develop on that side as well. But for me, to finish third one season, then the next season finish second.
That's what I said. The jury is out. If Oli wins the trophy and he gets his top 4 easily this season, Clay and I will both say, give him there. Give him there. Let's build on. So obviously nothing can happen. But I tell you what, and my mind won't change unless a trophy comes home and we get top 4 easy. Whether that top 4 is second or 4th place. But if we 4th place with like a 5-point gap to whoever's behind us, easy. It is what it is. I won't be mad at it. Top 4 easy.
But we're looking good right now, top 4.
Yeah.
What, 9 points from Liverpool, 6 from Chelsea,
yeah, but
9
Liverpool are not. They're not the Liverpool where we like. Yeah, I'll check the table.
The thing is, why I'm confident is because I don't know. Maybe I'm sleeping on teams like Everton, West Ham, but I can expect them to drop points here and there. With Liverpool, if they're firing, they would be way more consistent. So
Liverpool just had their team.
It just eases my mind that we're so far ahead of those two who have the squad.
So we're on 49 points with Leicester, and West Ham have 45 points. So we're 4 points behind the guys in front. Chelsea, we still have to play Chelsea, and Chelsea's got 43 points. So we're about 6 points.
6 points in Chelsea.
6 points from
Chelsea. 9 from Liverpool.
Again, that's not an insurmountable gap. Like you said yourself, you wouldn't concede the league unless there's a 9-point gap. Right now, I do think it's really tight, and it's going to be just a real struggle to get.
Plus, we still have to play Chelsea soon, so.
It's not insane, but I think it's healthy.
It's healthy, yeah. No, it's definitely healthy for now. But remember, we still have to play Chelsea. Remember, we have some hard games coming up now. And I can't lie to you because I want to end off.
We also cost our points right now. We were sitting in first, boys.
That's what I'm saying. I was going to say that. We were in first. I never, don't get me wrong, I never thought we were going to do it. And that's why I won't be mad at it, but I'm just saying, I would never say Poch would win the league. Like, I probably even said it when that whole story about Poch before he went to PSG.
Look, I said we could, and I was hopeful because we were there. And I'm just the type of person, just be positive, just to see where we go. But at the end of the day, we don't have Stones, Diaz, and Laporte. We don't have that. So squad-wise, we can't compete with Man City.
Exactly. And the next time we shall see you is on... we'll see you on Tuesday, right? Because we play on Thursday, Real Social Day. I'm looking forward to that match for you because that predicted team was... Oh, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love that.
The other bit of starts.
Yeah. But yeah, anyways, boys, anything else you want to say?
Nah, let's just hope it's the beginning of a decent run. Fingers crossed.
Decent runs. Shithousing results.
Shithousing results for about 2 months.
I really just hope Ollie just takes a look in the mirror. That's all I hope for. This isn't good enough. We need to move. And he won't happen. It won't happen. I know this, but this won't happen.
I just want Paul Pogba fit, and that's where I'll end it. Yeah. Subscribe if you're new. Smash a like if you enjoyed the video. Let us know your guys' man of the match. We had Bruno man of the match. We had Rashford man of the match, and we had a Daniel James man of the match. With 3 different man of the matches. Let us know who your guys' man of the match is. Yeah, and then we'll check you Tuesday, so tomorrow, because it's technically a Monday when we release this video. So yeah, we'll check you. We'll check you tomorrow, Tuesday, for the match preview for the Europa League, and I'm looking extremely forward to that. It's gonna be a great one. And yeah, from the RDA boys, we'll check you in the next one.